Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is officially F-Boy February here on Shanae's Law. Now, I was supposed to do this series, the F-Boy Chronicles, back in June of 2019. Never got around to it, but you know what? February is the perfect time to launch this series because it's all about allegedly love and romance, and they got a big commercialized holiday on February the 14th for you to spend all your money, even though your man is supposed to be loving on you like this all year long. But economics nonetheless, I thought it'd be a great time in February to go over some cautionary tales that I learned in high school and in college with my introduction to F-boys. And in this series, we're going to go over the top 4 F-boy encounters that I faced, what I learned from them, and how it shaped me as a young adult with my decision making in terms of guys that I date, relationships, and my overall outlook on men, women relationships as a whole. So in this series, we're going to go over 4 different instances, 4 different tales of guys that I met and what happened to me and why I might be a little bit savage with my DM responses or lack thereof today. So without further ado, let's just jump in. This is episode 1. This is going to be, you can't make this up, the girlfriend's best friend warned me about him when I was out with him, and one of the side chicks slashed the tires. Let's jump in. I know why y'all here. Seen that title? Hope you got your popcorn. This might be a little bit long, but I got my notes right here, so I'll be looking down occasionally just to keep us on track. So, I actually met this guy in high school. He was always like a Facebook friend or whatever. I never really knew him, had never met him physically in person, but he went to a school in a city, and we ultimately ended up going to college together. Everybody thought he looked like Jay Holiday. That should have been a sign right there, because Jay Holiday, we don't even know where he at. But anyway, so one day I got a DM from him on Facebook, and that's how we kind of just started hitting it off and talking or whatever. But I knew he went to my college. I never seen him on campus, but I knew he could draw really well. I would see his pictures of, like Biggie and things like that on the internet. He seemed like a real chill dude. So eventually, after months of texting and talking over the phone, he started asking me out. So we went out a few times. I remember, I think we exchanged Christmas gifts one year. But, he seemed like a raw dude. But this is the problem with him. Off and on for like a year or two, it was a lot of mixed signals. I wasn't getting what I needed. And ultimately, no matter how much attention I got from all these dudes, I still wanted a relationship. I still wanted a commitment. And he wasn't trying to give that to me. So it was a lot of off and on communication. And you know me, I don't stick around. But one February, we did reconnect, and he did want to see me. So we spent time together. And I remember while we were hanging out during that date, he, the catch-up game, you know how it is. How you doing? Where you been? What's been going on? What's changed since last time we talked? And he was telling me about his last relationship. He explained that he broke up with her because she was emotionally unstable. She was threatening to kill herself, like all this crazy stuff, right? Like, well, you know me. What did you do? Dudes don't tell you everything. They just gonna tell you bits and pieces. They omit truths and they jump over their actions and blame it all on a female. But I know he don't like to commit, so I'm trying. He had a girlfriend. Oh, okay. I know I can. Anyway, so he made her seem like she was just clingy and couldn't let go. You know how they set up the facade. I got a story about that too. Actually, episode 2 talks about the clingy ex that couldn't let go. We'll get into that. That's the next story. But anyway, so he told me that he had officially moved on. They were broken up. It was too much for him. He couldn't handle it. He had a lot going on his own end. And it was weird because I think his parents had a divorce and they were broken up. But he was still living in the house. And I think he had garnered some roommates. So I don't even know what was going on. But he said he wanted to just focus on trying to get all good back in his life, including me. Now, talk is cheap. So I was still hear from him after that, but it wasn't as much as it should have been for somebody who allegedly seriously wants you to be that girl. You see what I'm saying? It has to be consistent and it has to be frequent for me to take you seriously. If I hear from you every now and then, you don't have a snowball's chance in hell. Anyway, so fast forward on down, because it was sporadic communication, and I just like, he doing them games again. Let me just go on and leave, because ain't nobody got time for that. So that August, he had reached out to me. Let's just call him Holiday, because he thought he was Jay Holiday. Let's call him Holiday. He was begging to see me, begging. Now, me. At the time, I was in school and I was working. And so he had asked a week in advance. So now I see him. I'm kind of over him at this point, and I really want to go to test myself. I wanted to see, do you still like him like that? Is it still there? Are you really over him? Do you feel like this is something you should try one last time, or is it just done? So I agreed to see him that one last time just to get out of my system, because I had already met somebody else that was auditioning to be the man of my life. He was trying out, to join the squad. So it's not like I'm lonely and waiting in the wings. I'm never lonely and waiting in the wings for nobody. I'm not Cinderella looking out at the night sky thinking, come get me. No, I probably already been got and waiting on somebody else in case he act up. Beside the point. So when he asked to come see me again, I was reluctant to oblige, but I was curious because I wanted to test my current emotions towards him. And I just wanted to make sure that I completely lost interest. I thought I was pretty much over it, and I just wanted to test that theory. So I eventually accepted his offer. But before I accepted the offer, I asked him some very important questions that ladies need to ask. What do you get lied to and not ask? So I'm like, well, before we do that, I haven't seen you in a while. So I asked a series of questions. Are you single? Are you sleeping with anybody? Are you in a relationship? Are you having relations with somebody? Is anybody doing any sexual favors for you? Or is anybody giving you gifts? Is there, basically overall, because I asked him about 19 variations of, are you messing around with somebody, any shape, way, or form, right? I asked, basically, is there any female that would have a problem with us being out in public, with us being out? He said no. But I asked every variation, because guys will lie. They'll be like, well, you didn't ask if, this, but you didn't ask. They try to play you. So I hit all the bullet points, y'all. Are you seeing somebody? Are you screwing somebody? Is somebody doing something nasty to you on a late night tip? Is people buying you gifts? Are you, I asked all of them. He said no. He said he was single as a Pringle. Quote. Now, it's funny now, but that mofo said he was single as a Pringle. End quote. So we went out and he behaved. He was actually very well behaved. And I was shocked. I was like, okay. It's sad they gotta learn when you leave them and when you don't want them no more, but we actually had a good time. I don't remember what movie we saw, but it was a matinee. Because mind you, I had to get up early in the morning. And ain't no dude more important than me, my bag, and my education. So it was a matinee. We got out, I want to say around before 8. And we having a good time. We giggling. And then we come to the car. And the passenger right side of the vehicle, the passenger front tire and the passenger back tire are flat on the ground. Okay? Two tires are flat. That's not an accident. That's not you hit a pothole. That's not you rode over a nail. Because those tires were in good standing when I got picked up. They were both healthy and lifted off the ground. And I know because at the time I lived on a hill. You can't help but look at some tires before you jump in a car when you live on a steep hill like that. Those tires were healthy and in good standing. But we come out this theater, the right side of the whole car is on the ground. And so I confronted Holiday and I looked him in the eye and I said, now look, we got a situation now because you said you were single. You said you weren't messing around with nobody in any shape, way, or form. So why is it that we come out of this movie theater in broad daylight and your tires are flat? They're flat on the ground. Now, this typically is some female-ish. This is some scoring female-ish right here. Now, I'm already texting. I done told my mama she about to pick me up. I don't know how he gonna get home. That ain't gonna do with me. This fool got me. I could be in danger right now. I mean, the bitch could still be out here. She might still be out here in real life with a knife. She got a sharp she has a sharp object. He claimed it was a woman. I asked that too. He claimed it was a woman. And I'm like, well, I asked you in the female. Is there something else you want to tell me? He was like, nah, don't blame me. Well, hey, I gotta ask. But whomever this is had a sharp object. So now it could get real. I've called my mama. My mama's on the way. And it was a whole deal. So my mom comes, and in true genetic fashion, guess who asked the same exact questions and say, now you done got my baby in some mess. And I know her. She don't be messing around with dudes like that, knowing they got a girl. So let me ask you something. Are you seeing somebody? Are you in a relationship? Are you having sex with somebody? Is somebody doing something nasty to you? Are you messing around with an older woman for money? She asked them the exact same questions I asked them. That's how I know our genetics is strong. And he looked my mom in the face and he told her, no ma'am, I'm single. And then proceeded to act dumbfounded. And I remember before she came, this fool asked me, do you want to sit down? Sit where? Now I ain't sitting in no car. That car can have a bomb in it. But it was just, it was a lot. He's sitting up here lying. He done lied to me. He's lying to my mother. He looked in the eye. My mama OG now. Come on now. You gonna look Mama Law in the face and lie? He did. Now, if y'all thought that was crazy, that was just the prologue to this story. You needed to know the setup, okay? So now, moving on from that drama, within a week now, I'm getting phone calls. Somebody's calling me from private numbers. I'm not knowing who it is. I pick up. They don't say anything. I don't hear breathing or nothing. So it gets annoying after a while. And then, I'm seeing this other guy. So I remember being on the phone with him a few times, and that person would buzz in and not say nothing. It was so annoying. So I remember after a while, he was like, babe, just answer it. Just answer it once and for all. Just answer it. See who it is. What's going on? Just answer it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna call you back. So I pick up the phone, I click over and I just go off because it's been a week. I'm like, stop playing on my damn phone. What's wrong with you? So I just go off, and the girl, she cries out in a Hispanic accent, and she says, please don't hang up. Wait, don't hang up. The guy that you're seeing, your boyfriend, your boyfriend has a girlfriend. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I'm Holiday's girlfriend's best friend. And he has a girlfriend. And I know he lied to you, but he has a girlfriend. He's not single. And then she goes on to tell me that they've been calling me. And, so I go off and go, well, why the hell you just didn't tell me that the first time you called me while you playing on my phone? And she's like, the friend was afraid to say something. And I don't know what type of woman does that. But anyway, I ain't never had none of my best friends call my man up, or the girl that he lied and said that he was single to. Anyway, so she says that Holiday's girlfriend was too afraid to contact me, even though this female, let's talk about her. Let's talk about this silly hoe. So Holiday's girlfriend, it turns out she stole my phone number out of his phone. First of all, he's not single. Let's start there. He wasn't single. Or maybe he was, but he was still messing around with her, leading her on. So he's single in his mind, but he's lying to her about not being single to get all the good things that she's giving him. We'll get into that in a minute. So apparently they were together physically at some point. And I guess they said he was in the shower or he had left the room. She stole my phone number out of his phone days before we went out. And she read our text messages about planning to go out. So my issue is, chick, you could have prevented the whole thing. You set me up too. You set me up. If you knew this was going down, why didn't you intervene? She didn't hit me up on social media. She didn't damn text me. She didn't call me from his phone. She didn't even say, hey, I forgot what her name was. I'm Holiday's girlfriend and he's lying to you. He does have a girlfriend, la la la. She didn't do none of that. She let the whole thing transpire. This broad let me go out with the fool and then complained about it and got all emotional. Got a damn friend calling me. So I was on the phone with a friend for about 2 hours, and she was just telling me who, where, why, where, and when, and sometimes why. So it turns out Holiday's girlfriend is older than every damn body. This girl about damn 26, 27 years old, being a fool. Turns out, she knew that he lied. She knew what was going out. She knew the whole thing. Of course she did. She seen the damn text messages, and she stole my phone number and didn't save me. And then she says that she didn't slash the tires. And I'm saying, well, did you slash the tires? Since you clearly have more balls than both of y'all, because you did call me. You're calling me now. Why is she calling me? She's like, no, no, no. One of the other girls slashed the tires. What other girls? One of his other girlfriends, one of the side chicks slashed the tires. It wasn't me and her. So I'm like, wait. Wait. He got how many girlfriends? I believe she said 6. I believe this woman said 6. Mind you, I'm college age. These are grown ass women. He's older than me by like 2 years. Why is a 26, 27-year-old woman who allegedly is taking care of her family, helping at her daddy's store, taking care of this young ass crazy boy? So it gets worse. So one of the side chicks slashed the tires because what she tell me? She said the girl, side chick number, let's call her side chick 3. Side chick 3 got warning from her friend that he was out at the movie theater with me. So side chick 3 takes it up on herself to roll out and flat them tires. Now me finding this out, I don't know side chick 3, but I'm a little happy that side chick 3 got him some karma for all of us. Because maybe side chick 3 thought she was the one and only 2. So I'm like, well, good. He deserved it. She should have flat all of them. She should have flat 3 of them because the insurance company ain't going to cover all 4. If you follow Jasmine Sullivan, you learned a few things. She bust out windows, anyway. And then she's like, I know, but when you left and his grandparents picked him up, she came and got him, took him to Walmart, bought him 2 tires and took him back so he could put them on. So basically, and I questioned, and I said, what kind of damn fool knows that one side chick did everybody a favor by flattening the tires to teach his ass a lesson? You go and take it upon yourself to pick him up, take him to Walmart, buy him new tires, take him back to the scene of the crime, wait for him to put tires on the car. You can't make this up. Anyway, so basically, she said she got him a tire. They went home, but overall, they are very much still together. And the BFF did say the girl was suicidal, but they never broke up. They were still together. So, and he told everybody that. He had told everybody he broke up with her, but he didn't. But she stayed. I went off. I know I was on the phone with that girl a long ass time. And I know that the scary ass girlfriend was somewhere. I knew she was either on 3-way or sitting next to the phone with her. I knew she was around. So I was letting her get that work too. I was going in. And I was like, what kind of low self-esteem ass female lets a dude cheat on her, not claim her publicly, goes out and buy tires with a side chick, did all of us a favor to let his ass know he was wrong. I went off. I'm pissed and I'm steamed. He done drugged me in something I had no business being drugged into. And listen, in his social media, let's talk about that. I'm a very thorough young lady. I had a lot of stuff that happened to me. Like these dudes are vicious. And a previous relationship, which is going to be part 2 of this series, my investigative skills are very, very good. Now, maybe he has social media accounts that I'm unaware of, but the ones that I saw, there was no inkling of her. He doesn't post a lot, but there was no inkling. It said single. Facebook status said single. There are no pictures of her. There's no inkling of her anywhere. Now, I'm not saying he didn't have another Facebook or another Instagram. He didn't have something else where she's present that I'm privy to. But I will say this, from what I saw, he's not claiming you. The streets say he ain't claiming you. You're claiming him, and you been his sugar mama. I went off. Y'all hosts done brought me to this. I'm mad at her. I'm mad at her too, because at this point, you let me go out with him. You didn't stop it. You had days. You could have said something then and I wouldn't have gone. Now you got your damn friend playing on my phone calling me on your behalf while you sit over here via three-way or next to her. What's she saying? You know, what is that? What is that? This is almost a woman pushing 30. You don't have the self-esteem and the love and the knowledge this dude been treating you like trash for Lord knows how long. Girl probably been around since I met him. Anyway. So, like I said, I told the BFF a lot of things because I knew that broad was listening. I knew she was somewhere. And, you know, I was like, yeah, he did lie to me. And she said, we know, we saw the text messages. I'm like, so you didn't say nothing either? You called me after, but you didn't call me before? She got quiet. She knew too. She knew everything. BFF scary ass probably told her the whole rundown before anybody told me. I was the last to know. Even the side chick knew before me. Side chick 3, probably all of them knew. I was the last to know. So I basically said that your best friend is a damn fool. There is no way. At 26, at 19, hell, even at 15, I would have been that much of a damn fool. 26-year-old taking care of like a 21-year-old and let him play her like that. That should have been the last straw out of anything. He's out on another date. You know he lied to her. He lied to the girl, said he was single. And then a side chick that you found out about not too long ago is on the internet bragging about slashing these tires. So she should have felt like the biggest fool in the world. But I guess not. So I went off. I told them don't call me no damn mo. And when he reaches out, I'm going to deal with him accordingly. But both of you don't ever contact me again, because I blame both of y'all too. You knew, you didn't prevent. You didn't prevent. You waited for all that to happen. And all of us could have got killed. You see what I'm saying? Females are crazy. Men are crazy. So yeah, it was a girl, y'all. I had to ask. Anyway, people are crazy. We could have got stabbed. We could have got shot. People died for less. You can't be lying to people like that. And the fact that you know he lied to me and you knew I didn't know about you and you didn't do nothing. You got your best friend. This grown-ass woman got her best friend calling me. So the next day, y'all ain't ready. Now, the next day, I get a text message from a very random phone number. And it's the dumbass girlfriend who was thanking me. She's thanking me and saying, don't be mad, but I told Holiday everything that you said. You know, la, la, la. I'm like, this bitch lost cause. I don't care that you told him everything that I said. Because he could have got me killed. You could have got me killed. This female had absolutely no backbone. No backbone at all. Now you can text me. Now you want to text me. You done set your damn friend up to contact me on your behalf. And now you want to text me. Thank you. But don't be mad at me. I told him everything. That let me know right there. That's why he running over your gullible self. She don't even know me talking about, don't be mad at me. But I'm mad at you and I'm mad at him. You should be mad at him and you should leave him. But I mean, listen, I told her that. I don't care if you tell him. Because when he hit me up, he gonna get these words just like you need these words for being a dumbass that got me caught up. Anyway, and I told her don't text me no more. That's what made me mad too. I had specifically told her, I know she was listening. I specifically told that best friend, Angela? Was it Angela? Don't matter. I specifically told best friend, y'all don't contact me no more. I'm gonna handle him accordingly whenever he reaches out. But it took him a while to reach out. I know why. Because she told him, right? You know, little snitch ass just ran up and he knew. Now see, he knows me. And he knows I would never ever be that dumb, docile, weak, submissive, whatever. Listen, would you stay? Would you have went and bought this man some tires? This is only one story we know. Can you imagine what he's been doing to her the whole time? What he's gotten away with? Could you imagine that? would you have went and bought some tires? Anyway, so he eventually did call me back. Well, call me. He eventually called me, I want to say a week later. I cursed him out for 15 minutes straight. I don't remember breathing. I let him have it. He is a low down, dirty, trifling dog who could have got me killed, who got me in a situation, who ain't got a lock on his phone either. So how you gonna be a hoe and a dog and a cheater with no lock on your phone? And your girl called, she got the number, but she didn't use it until after the fact, until after Sidechick3/tires and broadcasted it for the internet to know. And you're comfortable with that. And you're gonna call me up like everything's fine. But he eventually, not to let him know, you could have got me killed. This person had a sharp object. This person is emotional. We don't know the mind state of this person. This person probably could have got fired that day. All kind of horrific stuff could have happened to that girl. And then she find out you out here cheating. I don't know what lies he told her. You know, I don't know what lies he told her. And so I let him have it. I went off. And I'm like, that person could have been waiting on us, watching us. Probably was. I heard the girl did. Best friend said the side chick 3 was watching us. Because she knew that the grandparents came and got him. So I know that's not a lie. For her to know and for that to been, I ain't see it on the internet. They told me it was on the internet. I ain't trying to deal with none of them. He got blocked. He got blocked hard as hell. But that December, because this was in August, going on September at this point, he called me from a different number and he apologized. And it was sincere. And he said, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done you like that. You're a really good girl. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to hurt anybody. I just made a lot of effed up choices and I didn't mean to drag you in it. And I'm thinking, yeah, you did. You made a lot of effed up choices because I had nothing to do with that. I asked you and you told me no. Single like a Pringle. That's why I hate that phrase to this day. You know, somebody be saying it at work. I just be eyeing them like, you little mother. Anyway, but yeah, he apologized. But he's still blocked. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. But it was completely effed up. Dudes like to lie. They really like to lie. I'm getting mad all over again. Please don't be mad at me. I told him everything you said. Anyway. But yeah. That was one of the F-boy encounters that I had. He told me he was single. And I knew him. You know, this is not like a fresh dude from the street. I know this guy. And he ain't never did me like that. He ain't never had a girl that when we first started hanging out, I knew he didn't. His mom told me he didn't have a girlfriend like that she knew of, but he don't bring girls home to meet her. So, and I'm like, wow, he really did that to me. Yeah. So this is why I'm always strapped when I'm in a club. You know, they give me dap, they show me love because I'm paid. But this is why I never leave the house without something because I don't know what people are trying to do to me. But yeah, trust issues think Holiday. Fellas, when you say I'm a tough cookie, think people like Holiday who kind of got me caught up a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed it. This was episode 1. The girlfriend's best friend called me to warn me about the guy, to tell me he had a girlfriend and he lied to me about being single. And I'm not the only girlfriend, but I wasn't a girlfriend. But there were like 6 side chicks and one of them put tires on the ground. Let's move on. Thank you so much for watching. Now after this, I deserve a like. Damn it, I'm upset. I'm parched. You better like, okay? I almost died to tell you this story. Like that damn button. Go ahead and subscribe because we have 3 more videos to go into and we're going to be rolling them out. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it was a little lengthy, but I couldn't leave out the details. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Somebody might laugh. I'm going to see you in the next video.